this is Elisan, and I have a question for you. When you wake up in the morning and then you open up your laptop, go into your email, and then you see the people that you admire are going for it, gunning for it. They have just made $1 million sales, they are traveling around the world, they are, just enjoying life. And then to make things even more interesting, you go to your Facebook group and then you see your peers, people going after it, making that $250,000 launch, $10,000 in sales, and then you're like, oh my god, there's something wrong with me. So I want to bring you back to the past, where my forefathers came to Singapore and they worked really, really hard. They came from China, they came from Taiwan, all over the world to come to Singapore so that they can have a better life for themselves and their families. And they didn't have such complicated issues, right? And my grandfather built his millionaire empire in 3 decades. Yes. And I know you know that you see people going after it, making $1 million in 3 years, 1 year. And I want to tell you this story is because during the days, when my grandfather built his empire, he really didn't have huge following, complicated issues like this, going after the client all the time. During then, when he made his business, although it took a long time, but he didn't have to go after the clients every month. He didn't have to wonder if the clients were coming or not. He built tight relationships with his clients and his suppliers. Their relationships run deep. Honestly, when I go visit him at his shop, I don't see clients streaming in. I don't see them making calls, going all over the place, but they were doing pretty well. So there must be something to it, the relationships that they built. And I want to ask you, in your own business, you must be part of so many Facebook groups. And I know you are in part of so many Facebook groups probably because you don't want to get outside the house, you want to stay behind the computer and just get your name out there. But it's not that easy. If it's so easy, everyone would be doing it, alright? So you go to Facebook groups and then you put your post there, you join like a bazillion Facebook groups, and you're wondering why isn't anybody biting the bait, or why aren't you getting results as fast enough? Because everyone is doing the same thing. They are trying to sell you something. And so I invite you to think about this. Imagine being part of a group, right? All women, because women have many complicated issues, right? But fundamental truth is because women network differently from men. Men can compartmentalize their emotions, but women, we can't. Until we get our emotions sorted out, our business will be in a mess. So just imagine being part of this community, this women's support group. They love you, they do not judge you. They tell you honest opinions whether you should launch or not launch. And you build meaningful relationships with them and lifelong partnerships. And you really go deep in the relationship. And they hold you accountable to your dreams. And this is where I have created a very special network. It's called Her Spiritual Network for spiritual entrepreneurs like yourself. Because if you are good at what you do, you have a gift, you can shine, you can help someone else, you can coach and help transform their lives. But at the end of the day, you don't have anyone to coach, hire you to coach them, and you don't, have anyone to talk to, then your services are as good as nothing, right? So you need to get your name out there, be visible, have people talking about you. That's when you will raise your profile very quickly. Like, I've won multiple awards. I had the Lady of Excellence recently, Singapore brands. It's not that I'm smarter than you. It's not that I'm prettier than you or more intelligent or better than you. It's because I rubbed the right shoulders with the right people and I put my face in front of them and make sure they remembered me. And because of that, I was able to be featured in many magazines when I was just a newbie. Obviously, I'm not a newbie now, but then I was able to do that because I networked with the right people. And, local networking groups are great if you want to build a local community. If you want a global brand, then you need to have a global network. And this is where you join the Her Spiritual Network. So get all the details here below, and I look forward to getting to know more about you and network with you to build meaningful relationships and lifelong partnerships. All right, this is Elisan. See you soon. Bye.